And do I have your permission to record? Because this is an interesting thing.
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So what we're doing right now is we're setting up a Facebook pixel for the first time on a ClickFunnels landing page. So what we did was we clicked those little dots. So go ahead and click those little dots again, just so we have that recorded. Yep. And then we're going to go to our events manager. Okay. And again, what a Facebook pixel is it's a little snippet of code that lives on your website that allows Facebook and the funnel or the website or whatever it is that you're dealing with to have communication back and forth. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to set up a conversion so that whenever somebody does something that we want them to do, it tracks it on the Facebook side and allocates that to an ad spend. It's really important in understanding what it's costing us to get somebody to do what it is that they want. So once we go over to the events manager, it shows that we don't have a data source. Okay, so first we need to select a data source. So click on connect to data source right there. All right, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect it to a website. So click on the web, yep. All right, and hit get started. What we're gonna do is we're gonna connect it with a Facebook pixel. Okay, that's the easiest way. All right, and hit connect. And name your pixel. So this will probably be named Outdoor Shenanigan Default Pixel. Now it's got a tool right below that says, hey, we can check your site, we can figure out what it is, and then once we figure out what it is, we'll go ahead and give instructions. But we don't need to do that because we're just going to hit continue. We know what to do. So hit continue. Now, you've got to manually add a pixel code to your website. So click the install code manually button, good. And we're going to copy the code. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to see what the code is, all right? So what I want you to do is pull it down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. It says type here to search outside of the browser. Yep, type in Notepad. Yep, and then just paste the pixel in there. So this is the pixel, okay? So it's all gobbledygook drama from Facebook pixel code all the way to end Facebook pixel code. That's what it is, okay? And when Facebook sees that being loaded on the website, it passes data back and forth between your site and Facebook. Now, Facebook's not tracking anything but what it is that we tell it back. It's very, very, very privacy compliant ever since the scandal with Cambridge Analytica over there in the UK. So don't worry about your customers' information, their name, their email. Nothing's being passed to Facebook except for information on what the person does, i.e. going to a certain page on your site. All right. So what are your questions so far?
I'm good so far.
Cool. All right. So let's pull up ClickFunnels. Glad to see that it's super fast.
Okay.
All right. Go up to the top and click ClickFunnels. We're going to pull up the funnel that we're working with. Yeah, that's fine if you want to search, whatever you want to do. Get to the funnel that that we're working on to get signups, which is 2A Matters. Yep, second one, good. Yeah, that's the one. I really should rename it for you so you have easy access. But all right, so now we're going to install the pixel. All right. First of all, there's a way to install it throughout the entire funnel. Okay, settings on the right.
Say that again. It kind of blurred out.
So if you want to install it to the entire funnel, you can hit the settings button up at the top right in the blue bar. Okay, and you can actually install it in your area here, head tracking code, but I have found that that's not very trustworthy. So what I do is I install it to each and every page, period.
Okay.
So go over to the sign up page, which is where we're going to get started. Yep, click on there. And to install it on the page level, hit edit page. yellow button in the middle on the left.
Ah, got it.
There you go. And now up in the top under settings, over on the left, yep, you're going to hit tracking code. Now, we've already got a pixel installed, and I would leave it in case I ever run ads to it again. But what we want to do is just put your pixel right below that one. So you want to go to tracking code and then scroll down just a little bit in that box. There you go. And where it says end Facebook pixel code, yep, just paste it right there. Cool. Now click out of there and save the page at the top right. So now we've got your page, we've got your Facebook ads account connected to this page here. But when people complete their sign up, they actually land on a different page.
Okay.
So we need to also install that Facebook pixel to that second page, because to us, that's really the conversion, right? The conversion happens after they leave this page and they make it the next one. We don't really care about people landing on this, and we do, but it's not what we want to pay for. We want to pay for people to land on the next page.
Yes.
So hit the back button on the top left. All right, and it's the eye and ear protection upsell page. It's the second part of the funnel. And we're going to install this on the second page as well. And we'll just put it right down below. Oh, there's already 2 pixels, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. You can connect it to as many as you want, but just go down below and then hit paste. Cool. All right, and then exit out of that and hit save. Don't you shoot me with that. Take your finger off the trigger. My kids, Christopher has a Nerf gun he's pointing at my face with a ghillie suit on. I'm recording something, okay?
Actually, he did pants.
All right, so ClickFunnels takes about a minute for it to actually update. So just hit the back button here. We are halfway done. Now we've got Facebook communicating with your funnel. What we need to do is tell Facebook what a conversion is for us. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to request remote control real quick so that I can just walk through what we need to tell it. All right. So when somebody lands on this page here,
Yes.
they use your scheduling. Sorry, it's loading. It's just going slower. When they land on this page here, sign up page. Okay. When they land on that page, that's not a conversion. They haven't converted. All they are is traffic right now. When they fill out the appointment button on that page, they become a conversion. They have converted from traffic to a goal we want them to convert to. So when they land on this page, the eye and ear protection upsell page, that's when they become a conversion for us. That's when they become something that is worth money to us. Traffic is not, conversion is worth money, because now they've made an appointment with us and they're actually going to come to the class. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to tell Facebook that when it sees traffic on the second page, that's when it becomes a conversion. This is the only time it's worth money to us. So what we're going to do is we're going to load the page using this button in the next window. Now, the URL at the top is what's important. See where it says 2A matters second?
Yes.
What I want you to do is copy the 2A matters second and just have it on your clipboard. That's the only part that we need to tell Facebook about. All right, so copy that. Is it copied on the clipboard?
Yes.
Cool, let's go back to your ads account. All right, and we're gonna hit continue on this. Cool. All right, and just hit continue. And we can just exit at this point. All right, so now we need to create a custom conversion so that Facebook understands what that conversion is. So what we're gonna do on the top right, hit create, and then it should be custom conversion.
This one.
There it is, yep. All right, now the name of it is gonna be default class or concealed carry class sign up, or whatever you want, whatever you want to name it, so you know this is what it is. It's somebody signing up. And you know what I'll do is let's also name the funnel in that name. So before concealed carry class, just put 2A matters so that we know. Because let's say that you create another funnel. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Now you know this is specific to this funnel. All right.
Okay.
So description, you can add a description if you want, but our name is pretty descriptive. Okay. And your conversion event is definitely going to be all traffic to that URL, because you already know that that person is a registration, that nobody gets that second page unless they've actually registered. And in your case, paid their $5 deposit or paid in full. So under the rules area, it says this custom conversion must meet all of these rules. The URL contains, and now you're going to paste what's on your clipboard. All right, and you've actually got to click that. Yep, cool. And then that's it for you. Now, you can enter a conversion value there as well, because how much is the conversion value worth to you?
So just how much I want to pay per conversion?
No, this is how much your conversion is worth to your business.
What do you mean by that then? Break that down for me.
So now that they're a conversion, what are they going to pay when they come into class?
So the total of class is $45 is all that's required. Everything
Yep.
else is free.
That's the base. So you want to put the base number in there. Your base number is 45 bucks. Cool. So now Facebook knows that, a conversion value to you is $45. So it can start adding up the math that you've spent $10, you've gotten 10 signups, that's worth $450. So you can see that in your reporting.
Okay.
All right. So hit create. All right, now hit done. Now, in that time that we've just done that, ClickFunnels should have updated its website. Okay, it should have updated the funnel for you. But we need to be able to test if it's working or not. So what we need to do is we need to install a Chrome extension. You're in Chrome, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we need to install a Chrome extension. So open a new window and type in Facebook Pixel Helper Chrome. Yep, perfect. All right, just that first one's fine. And add to Chrome, the blue button. Yep, there you go.
Add extension.
Yep, go ahead. Cool. So we're going to learn how to use this. What I want you to do is just in a new tab, go to 2amatters.com. Now, when Facebook when the pixel detects I don't see the pixel. Is the pixel up there? What's the little puzzle piece thing?
The little puzzle piece thing. This
Yeah,
one.
at the top right. Yeah.
Extensions.
Okay. Click that. Yeah. All right. So it does see a pixel. See how it's lit up. What I want to do is let me drive for 1 second. I want to move your pixel helper to right here, because as you're here we go, pin. There we go. So now whenever you go to a website, okay, you can see if the pixel is on there. In our case, it's detecting 7 pixels because it's detecting. But look at this one. See how it's detecting outdoor shenanigans?
Yes.
So now you know that it's connected and it's working.
Okay.
All right. So now we need to test our conversion. All right. So how would you test your conversion? How would you get to that thank you page? There are really 2 ways to get there.
So you would sign up as a customer.
That's one way. What's
Okay.
another way you could get there?
I don't know.
What we can do is we already have on our clipboard the ending of the URL. So what we can do is just delete this guy and paste. Now we can see if it's got your pixel. So go ahead and click the pixel helper. Yep, and we're looking for your outdoor shenanigans one,
Right there.
which is right there. Perfect. So now we go back to Facebook, and now we can actually create a Facebook ad that uses that conversion. All right, so just refresh the screen. You should be receiving data now. Cool. So now that it's detecting data, it says that your pixel is live. You are good to go, and it's starting to track. All right.
Okay.
So now let's go create an ad with that pixel. Yep, and we're going to use that conversion. Cool. And let's call this, call it whatever you want to call it.
For the ad set name right here?
Ad set is always pretty much who you're targeting.
Okay.
In a quick, easy to remember snapshot. So what we're probably going to target is what? People in, Citrus County, 21 and older.
Well, Citrus and Sumter and Hernando County is who I've been targeting.
So what I usually do is I just write Citrus plus 25,
Okay.
for 25 miles away. Or if you want to do Citrus plus 10, if you don't want them to drive as far, up to you. All right, Citrus plus 25. All right, and then you are already optimizing your ad delivery for conversions, okay? And again, the conversion is, somebody to actually register. All right, so keep going down. I don't typically use dynamic creative. I don't typically use offer, but I do use audience quite a bit. So to target people for the concealed carry classes, all right, we're going to want to change our location to, pretty much Inverness plus 25. Yep, cool. All right. And you may, just thinking out loud, Brooksville. Brooksville, you may not want to add 25 miles south of Brooksville, though, because if you think about it that way, now you're targeting, North Tampa. I don't know that, up to you. I'm just throwing it out there.
All right, there we go.
Cool. All right. And what age group do you want to target for the concealed carry class?
18 and up is good.
Well, 18 is good, but how many 18 and 19 and 20-year-olds are actually going to pay for it at this point?
True. So 21.
Yeah, I would say 21.
Okay.
And then I usually don't go 65 plus because, we're not going to get, 80 to 100-year-old people in. So I usually cap it off at about 60.
Okay.
And then your detailed targeting expansion. These are your interests, okay? So the interests, and what I usually do is I usually target people who are conservative. But what I want you to do is I want you to leave it blank.
Okay.
Just leave it blank. Let Facebook work its magic, okay? If you start seeing comments coming in that are like, oh my gosh, guns are evil, then we'll do this. But I've had a lot of success just letting Facebook figure out who needs to see this ad.
Okay.
All right. And then I wouldn't save the audience just yet. Now, carry on down the page here. As a rule, I never use automatic placements. I always use manual placements.
Okay.
And I'll explain why. When you're doing automatic placements, Facebook puts you all over all of their websites that they connect with on their audience network. They put you on Instagram, they put you in Messenger, and everything above. I found the most success in advertising specifically only to the news feed of Facebook. Because when people are on Marketplace, they're looking for something. When they're watching video feeds, they're watching a video. When they're on, Facebook right column, nobody looks at Facebook right column. So I shut everything off except for Facebook newsfeed, because when people are walking through the newsfeed, all they're doing is they're bored looking for something to grab their attention. So it's a perfect opportunity for us to put a compelling picture in there and a compelling offer and get them over to our site. All right. Okay. So I would shut off stories. I would shut off search. I would shut off in-stream. I would shut off messages, definitely shut off in article, and definitely shut off audiences. Or absent sites as audiences, yeah. So just do the feed, all right? Your budget's set at $20 a day. I would start there.
Okay.
That's a healthy budget to see what's going on. You know what I mean? If you want to increase it to 50. But if you feel comfortable at 20, leave it at 20. But don't go below 20. All right, carry on, continue. All right, and what sort of image would you like?
Well, I would like to do the one with Brian talking, but for some reason, every time I try to do that, the sound is messed up.
Okay, I watched the one with Brian talking. I liked it, but he's really just saying, and you could sum up what he's saying in one sentence. You're going to learn more when you leave. You know, you're going to have more.
I wanted to edit it just for that little clipping.
Oh, I gotcha. You can do that. Do you have an editor on your computer?
Well, I was trying to, but I couldn't get it figured out.
Probably about time for you to get Camtasia.
What is it?
Camtasia.
Camtasia?
Yeah, it'll allow you to record video. It'll allow you to, record your screen, record video, and edit video. And it's fairly inexpensive. And there's hardly any, if there's anything that you want to do, you don't have to go to YouTube and look up a tutorial. It's just automatically easy.
Okay, can you message me that?
Yeah, Camtasia. I'll put it on your, before I forget now. Camtasia. All right. So for now, let's use an image. Let's just use an image that's going to stop people in the newsfeed and make them read the first sentence. That's all you got to do with an image, is stop them in the newsfeed and make them read the first sentence.
Okay. So.
Yep. So sorry. What you're going to do is scroll down. There you go. And hit add media. Yep. Cool. So that gun cleaning class one, it's too small. Dang it. How do you get a bigger picture of that? All of the photos that you're uploading are 720 by 960. Either it's a phone issue or something, because
I've done those on my phone, so it has to be something on my phone.
Yeah, check your phone settings. You want to make sure that you're taking pictures in that one that says 1080 by 1080.
Yeah.
That's a good size image.
Okay.
But if you want to use the 1080 by 1080, you're going to want to use the 1080 by 1080 and advertise to the people in that image. You know
So
what I
do you
mean?
want to just do like a big class photo or something?
I don't know. I wouldn't stop in the newsfeed with a big class photo. I would with a gun.
Okay.
If I saw a gun, I would stop, right? So I'll show you a cool little trick that Facebook allows us to do. See where it says page images at the top left?
Yes.
Go down to stock photos. So normally stock photos are super expensive, like $75 a photo, but Facebook allows us to use it for free. So inside the search bar, type in pistol. You can type in pistol or shooting or anything like that. Woman with pistol or anything.
It's so slow today.
Yeah, Zoom takes a lot of resources. So any of these, are cool. You can do one. I've used that one in the middle there with the bullets in the back of the grip there. I've used that one quite a bit. I've used the one over on the left with the Glock in the magazine quite a bit. The number one rule, I've used the one with the woman in the middle with their hands on the gun.
Yep.
I've used that one in the middle. But you can also type in woman shooting, right? And now you're going to get a woman shooting. It's really good to target women and not men on the concealed carry class for two reasons. Number one, women want to learn, and number two, women bring men.
Okay.
But you don't have to require that. It's just a little pro tip for you.
Okay.
So that's a really cool picture. And when you actually advertise, see the Shutterstock logo on it,
Yeah.
that actually just disappears when you actually, hit confirm. All right, so your primary text, all right, you basically have one sentence to get people's attention, okay? Maybe what you want to start is, have you been thinking about getting your concealed carry permit? So, yep. And we need to edit this a little bit because, and this is just thinking out loud. Facebook has a policy that they don't like you, yours, anything that like talks at the person.
Okay.
I don't know why, but they don't like it. So what I'll change it to is start with the word thinking about getting a concealed carry permit. So start it with the word thinking.
Thinking about getting your concealed carry permit.
Well, they don't like the word your, so I would change your to a.
Okay.
Yep. And then we want to make use of, let me just type for a second.
Go ahead.
So see what I did there? See how it puts that see more button right there? So
Okay.
our goal is to get the person to stop and click the see more button. That's our goal.
Okay.
So we want to say something compelling with this space that's going to get them to click see more so they see the rest of your ad, because Facebook gives you brownie points. They make it cheaper for those costs, and they show those ads in the news feed more. Okay. So what I use is a quick trick. Okay. Not a trick, but just a little piece of advice, something along the lines of think about getting a concealed carry permit. Now is, let's say, time to, I don't know what tone you want to have, but think about getting a concealed carry permit. Time to seriously get it done. That's okay. I would probably click see more, but we want to write something that gets them just like flabbergastedly. They can't help themselves but to click see more.
Okay.
So what
Right
are
now,
you?
perfect time or something like that, to where it's like, I don't know.
This is a challenging one. These ideas that we use here are what make great marketers. Thinking about getting a concealed carry permit is perfect.
Now is the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like, I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to say this. Oh, and sorry, I got a piece of hair on my keyboard. With current events, people are rushing to get their permits an hour.
There you go.
What? You know what I mean?
Yep. There you go.
Boom. And then we want to have a couple of things in our ads. Number one, assess an urgency. So we need to have an answer for why now.
Okay.
Number two, we need to have benefits. So how will their lives improve? Number three, we want to have like features, things that set us apart, things that we do. And
Okay. So things we do, we actually have the hands-on experience, because I hear a lot of people say that they've seen other ones that don't do hands-on. So would that be something good to say is, you actually get real hands-on experience. And then there's also learn the basic laws before you leave too. So that's a benefit. Can you put that in there, or is that not okay?
Our class is 50% off right now, which means your hands-on. Oh, I can't say your.
Get hands-on experience.
Yes. What do they get? Get hands-on. Go ahead. I'm just saying you can type.
Okay.
It's too slow on my side. Get hands-on experience with.
Are you allowed to put with revolvers and semi-automatics?
Well, I was actually going to talk about you. I was going to say with experienced, licensed, and insured instructors.
With experience and licensed and insured, or do we need to do
I would do it like this: with experienced, oops.
Oh, sorry.
There, now you can fix it.
All right. Okay.
With experienced, licensed, and insured instructors. Let me see, let me type real quick. We want to think about objections as well. So I'm going to write that down below. We want to deal with objections, which is why people would not, okay? Keeping even the newest shooters safe.
Okay.
Boom. All right. Get hands-on experience. What else do we have that's unique?
We do the law portion at the end, so they get to know the basics of the Florida handgun laws before they leave and get their permit.
I think that's number 3. I think the second one is that we have a full shooting range.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yep. They get to do the true live fire portion.
Experience true live fire as we are located on one of the best shooting ranges in Central Florida, because I do believe that we are.
Okay.
Another benefit of our class is discover elements of the legal system that will keep you out of trouble with law enforcement. And I'm going to say this, bonus. Cool, I love this. All right, so why now? Why do they need to do this now?
Because it's 50% off right now.
It is. What else?
Because
Hard issue.
classes are nearly full.
Yeah, everybody says that. Give me a hard issue. Give me a non-money type thing.
Because of the way society is becoming.
Yes, I love that. So I'm going to say the way our society is right now.
You need to learn how to protect your family and yourself.
Yes, exactly. To protect our families. Boom. Get signed up while we're 50% off And then action steps. Over to, oh, you know what? I'm just going to do this. Somebody wants my attention. All right, boom, and boom.
Okay.
This is a great ad. I love it. I love it, love it. All right, so headline. I would start with protect your family, 50% off concealed carry classes.
Okay.
And then what URL are we going to use?
The two-way matters, right?
That's it.
Do I have to put the HTTPS?
You do not.
Okay.
Cool. Now we need to just choose our call to action, which in our case, I like sign up to be the call to action because I don't want to pay for somebody to see my ad unless they're ready to actually sign up.
Yes.
Boom. I think this is a pretty hot ad.
Okay.
All right. So what we want to do is we want to confirm at the bottom right.
All right. That's it.
That's it. That's live.
All righty.
So now what we're going to do is every piece of data that we have, okay, every single piece of data that we get is an actionable item. Okay, what that means is the data is going to show us where we went wrong or where we are correct. All right. On our next call, we need to really go over exactly what the data is showing us. And then what we can do is, make decisions on what needs to happen next. Okay. But unless we've spent, $100, 5 days worth of data, we won't really have actionable data to go over. But on the next call, it's going to be really, really technical. So definitely have a notepad and be ready to take extensive notes because it's difficult to understand. But once you understand the recipe and how to optimize that ad, that's when you've really, you'll really go far with your business because you can create ads. And if they're not making money for you, you move on and you try another one. And if they are making money for you, you scale it and get more people in.
Okay.
So that's the next step.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right. I'm going to pause real quick the recording. Uh-oh, can I? Oh, I've got to stop remote control.